The Iron Leviathan. The Invention of the Submarine Ship. Chapter 5. The Confederate Ghost Fleet. Episode 1. Fog over Charleston. In the spring of 1863, Charleston Harbor held its breath. The once proud Confederate port was now a shadow of its former strength. The blockade had crippled trade, Union raiders harassed from the east, and something stranger, darker, stalked the coastline at night. Ships disappeared. Fishermen returned speechless, their hair turned white. Lanterns left burning on decks were found hours later, still glowing, but the decks were ash. At the war offices, commanders whispered of an old fleet returned. Not Thorne's main force, but its drifters. Vessels once scuttled, now moving under no known power. The locals called them the haulers. They didn't attack. They followed, gliding silently behind patrol boats. Waiting. Episode 2. Red recalled. In New Haven, Red Keegan was planting wildflowers where the cradle had stood. He had meant to retire. He had meant to stay on land. But Volensky returned, eyes wide, carrying a sealed missive from Captain Graves. The message was simple. They've returned, and they remember her. Within days, Red was back aboard the Leviathan of Light. The sea wasn't finished with him yet. Episode 3. The Echoing Fleet. Approaching Charleston by night, Red and Volensky submerged beneath the blockade line. At 300 feet, they found the fleet. 6 vessels. All Confederate builds. Slim, steam-powered hybrids, bobbing silently in a moonlit cavern just off the harbor wall. Their hulls were covered in algae and strange script, not of Thorne's making. One by one, they began to move. Not toward Leviathan, but with it. Following like shadows. The sonar lit up with rhythmic pulses, not hostile, but insistent. Volensky's jaw dropped. They're broadcasting. Red frowned. What? She whispered. A song. Episode 4. The Song of the Drowned. They followed the ghost fleet into a bay long believed cursed, Dead Man's Sound, where Spanish wrecks rested atop Civil War dead. There, the fleet stopped. The water thickened. And the Leviathan of Light detected a massive signal emanating from below, a resonance chamber made not by Elias or Margaret, but by Thorne himself. A resonant tomb. Inside, recordings. Thorne's voice. If I die, I will rise through metal. If I am silenced, let the dead speak for me. He had embedded his final commands within the hulls of his fleet. A failsafe. A call to continue the war, not with soldiers, but with memory. And the fleet was listening. Episode 5. A Choice of Echoes. The ghost vessels pulsed with Thorne's code, preparing to surface and sabotage Charleston's own defenses, sinking the port in a final act of Confederate fury. But Volensky intercepted the signals. She could counter them. Reprogram the fleet. But only if they used the Leviathan's core harmonics, Margaret's voice. If they failed, they would erase the last living link to her. If they succeeded, they would rewrite war's last echo. Red stared at the command lever. Then said softly, "She'd rather be a song than a sword." He flipped it. Episode 6. The ghosts go silent. One by one, the vessels froze mid-motion. Their lights dimmed. Their signals shifted. From aggression to mourning. One final message was transmitted by the fleet. She sang first. Let her sing last. Then the vessels sank. Not violently. Peacefully. Like stones laid on a grave. Episode 7. The Legacy of the Fleet. Back in Charleston, the Navy found the ships days later, gently grounded in the bay, no damage, no crew. Inside one vessel was a brass plate engraved with a single line. War is not where men die. It's where voices fall silent. Red never spoke of what happened beneath the water. But he wrote one final journal entry. We fought ghosts, but they weren't trying to kill us. They were trying to be heard. Chapter 5 ends. The Confederate ghost fleet had vanished, but its lesson endured. Memory is louder than cannon. And the sea is still listening.